Today I want to talk about the SEAL Team 6 member and JSOC operative Javier Salzar, who was working as a double agent for Raul Menendez and Cortes Dye, as I find it interesting that Menendez has always found a way to have a mole or infiltrate the United States in some way, shape, or form. The man's powers of persuasion may be very underrated. And if we look a little bit into the background of Salzar, then it would at least raise some concerns about a potential connection to Menendez, in some way, as they both derive from the Central American country Nicaragua. Salazar was born in 1981 during Menendez's rise to power, and he was a child when he heard about the stories of Menendez and how the United States and the CIA destroyed his family. Menendez was a ruthless man that inspired so many around him to grow to hate the United States, and his ideals and radical beliefs touched many of his fellow countrymen and women. Salazar would leave Nicaragua at a young age and become a U.S. resident, a permanent resident that is, and he would enlist in the Navy, and he would eventually join the elite SEAL Team 6, where he became part of JSOC and joined up with David Mason and Mike Harper. But because Salazar was from Nicaragua, he could shed some light into Menendez and his upbringing. And when the team asked Salazar about him, you can listen really closely to what Salazar had to say.
Tu Primera Guerra Fría. As a boy, he witnessed the country's rape and murder his people. In 1972, there was a colossal earthquake. His family lost everything. A year later, the only thing he ever loved, his sister Josefina, was crippled in a fire. Raul and his father started over, sold drugs for easy money. They became rich, powerful legends of Managua. The Menendez cartel was all but untouchable. So the CIA took out Raul's father in a U.S.-sanctioned assassination.
And it almost sounds like Salazar felt bad for Menendez or sympathized with him. And we never really find out when he became a double agent or when Menendez approached Salazar. But could his days of being a spy for Cortes Dye expand a lot longer than we thought? As I believe that Salazar was an agent long before he joined up with Mason and SEAL Team 6. I think he was working to infiltrate the highest level of military service that he could to be a better asset for the cause and obviously for Raul Menendez. Salazar may have built a friendship with the rest of the team, but I think that he knew they were only ever a means to an end. And now I found this old Reddit thread that pointed out some very interesting points about Salazar and his connection to Menendez, called Foreshadowing Javier Salazar's Betrayal. Now, I've linked the Reddit thread in the comments, as it didn't really receive all that much traction when the user first posted it, but I would recommend that you go and read through it, as it goes very deep into Salazar's thinking and the little clues that were there before his betrayal became apparent to all of us. And because of that thread, I also think that Salazar was working for Cortes Dye for a very long time, potentially even before he joined the military in the first place, as I think he joined the military for the wrong reasons. And as to why Salazar would do this, it honestly seems pretty easy to answer. Salazar betrayed the United States because he believed in Menendez's vision and Cortes Dye's mission, which was to instigate a worldwide revolution to destroy all capitalist governments. And to be quite honest, he got what he deserved, because that little act that he put on about leaving Admiral Briggs alive because he was a good man was such bullshit. And the I'm greater than thou act when he was captured and he tried to really down talk David, because if you really pay attention to it, that's what he was doing. He was thinking that he was more enlightened, more greater, or he was a better man, and he was just talking down to David when he was telling him, don't worry, tomorrow will be a better day. That was also bullshit as well.
A bullshit? A bullshit? A bullshit.
And that's exactly why he got this.
But tomorrow, we all win. Not you.